and I'm still in my poncho. Right, so let's have a think. Do you ever think to yourself, you know what, last time I invested, I never looked at anyone's sales page? In fact, the last time I invested, I actually watched a video of someone. The last time I invested in someone, I didn't really need a lot of bump for anything. Maybe I just needed to hop on a call with them, and that's about it. Now, if that sounds like you, then you need to be listening to this video today because I've had some really interesting conversations over the last week or so. And one of the things that came up to me, and I said this to quite a few people, I said, I ran a business for 8 years and I sold and I marketed my business. And I, personally feel that I have had lost my confidence in terms of selling. I've spoken to a couple of people like this, and they're like, oh my gosh, yes, I feel the exact same. Now I can sell, but I feel like I've lost that kind of confidence within what we do. And that's possibly because we're becoming more of ourselves rather than who other people want us to be. And rather than having to go down the route where we're not pushing, because I've done that quite a lot. Well, actually, let's put it that way. I've done that quite a lot and it doesn't work for me. Every time someone needs to work with me, they'll go, I sense I need to work with you. I sense it. A lot of the people that come to work with me don't need a sales page or anything like that. That's why you might have noticed when you look at one of my pages, which is a 4-week spiritual guidance coaching, you notice on there I've actually put, there's not a lot of information. You just sense that you need to jump in. And if I look at the last 2 coaching programs that I've invested in very recently, each one I did not look at the information. I have absolutely no clue as to what the information says on that page. No clue, nothing. The only place I needed to really look at was just looking at, I think it was just the financials for me. But that's it. That was it. I just knew exactly who I was jumping in with and why I was jumping in with them. And I'd actually reached out to both of them, and they just so happened to be doing a video at that point. They so happened to be putting out I think they were putting out like a free course at that point, or a free, like, like where you get a taste of what they do. But even if they hadn't have done that, I would have still been interested in jumping in anyway. So it made me really think, and it made me really, really think about this, because the last people who signed up with me never looked at a sales page. The one thing that they did do, however, we might have had a call just so they could, see me face to face and have that like kind of general chit chat, not chit chat actually, but that conversation where I can recommend the best course of action for them. But they knew that they were going to make a decision on whether we were going to work together or not. And that was a no-brainer. So what I've done, like in the last week or so, is to set up actually a calls page. So you might have been watching my videos and stuff. You might have thought, okay, I sense I can work with her. I know she's going to understand, support me. She's going to help me build that power within myself, but also she's going to help me create that massive transformation that I've been looking for in my life, because I've got some massive challenge going on at this moment. And really, I don't really want people to see exactly as to who I am. And, you want more of that confidence within yourself as well, so you can show up and be seen without this kind of in the background stuff like almost weighing you down. If that sounds like you, then you sense that you need to work with me, right? And if you sense that you need to work with me, then you can easily go from there, because I have set up a call link to do that, so I can recommend something to you. It's very easy to look at the products that I do as well. So you can easily look at those links, think, okay, And if you get confused, then you can easily just then hop on that call and then make that call with me so you can make that decision, that right decision for you. And I think that that's really important nowadays. There are a lot of people who go with their gut feeling and their gut instinct. I go with my gut feeling and my gut instinct. I don't get a gut feeling and gut instinct from someone's sales page anymore. I get a gut feeling and gut instinct from that person, from watching that person's video. Yes, I do stalk you. And and just knowing a lot more about them. So yeah, I do usually stalk you if I'm interested in working with you. So I'm going to leave it there for today. And as I mentioned, if you do sense that you need to work with me, and as I mentioned before, you've probably been watching my videos already. You probably know that I integrate health within your life and your business. I mainly work on your biggest challenges. And as those know already, I work with spiritually conscious female coaches. That's really important for me because I know that you know what questions to ask if you needed to ask me anything before jumping in together. The words were jumping into bed together. Anyway, but that's what it's like, isn't it? It's a relationship. It is. When you hire a coach, you're hiring when you hire me in particular, you're hiring someone who's like a confidant, someone who's going to have you back, someone who's there for you, believing in you while you're going through these next stages, going through these processes. So that was the word that was coming out. I'm just going to go with all my words, actually. I am going to leave it there for today anyway, and I will pop my link in the comments below. So I will see you very soon. Speak soon.